dangerous.
Yes, I know. They all come speeding down that dip.
Do you care to tell me your version of what happened, sir?
Not likely.
You're not obliged to do so, but anything you do say will be taken down and may be given in evidence.
I know all about police verbals. I got a friend who's a barrister. Whatever I say, you'll twist it round 3 times before you put it in there, and it'll come out as the tightest confession this side of Lubyanka.
Sergeant, I saw what happened. I saw everything.
By the look of this diary, I won't be able to take another case for the rest of the year.
Well, you've a greedy taxman, Miss Peterson, and some of these cases will collapse. Others plead guilty.
You've got me in 2 different courts on that day.
Well, it's my job to keep you employed. That means double trouble booking. You wouldn't thank me if you spent half the year twiddling your thumbs.
I wouldn't have your job. Come in.
Busy?
Yes.
And I shall waste some of your valuable time.
Must you? I'm looking for a day off. Not a holiday, Bill, just a day at home to catch up on a mountain of paperwork.
Harriet, you ought to be the first to know.
You're giving it up again.
Right.
You just lost one.
Wrong. My client was acquitted on a technicality he will never understand.
Clever you.
Mr. Justice Bebbington, no less, congratulated me. Nice point of law, he said. Nicely taken. Even patted me on the shoulder, that one.
People will talk.
Ho, ho.
You're not in court on the 21st.
Strike out the 21st. No more cases for the moment, Bill.
You must leave that to me, Miss Peterson.
Slave driver. Oh, William, by the way, is there any chance I shall ever get back into my room?
I'm afraid they're still working there, sir.
Oh, terrific.
I don't understand, James. After the accolade from Mr. Justice Bebbington, why so glum?
It's my conscience is choking me.
Well, it happens from time to time.
My client wasn't fit to be driving a pushcart. Alone, he could have solved the population problem overnight.
Drunk?
I got him off. It's immoral.
Oh, the system isn't perfect, James, but it works better than any other I know.
Yes, and we all do rather well out of it, but there is the odd moment when I don't sleep too well.
You're overlooking the good times, and on the whole, our judges are honourable men.
I always suspected you were a crusader. But speaking of honour, have you heard anything from our illustrious head of chambers?
Since that rather dubious postcard from Inverness, nothing. Shall we ask Bill?
Yeah. I'm looking for Mr. Elliot. Yes, James Elliot.
I think he's with Miss Peterson.
Well, of course, it's quite likely to...
No.
Jim, thank God. I need a barrister.
Roger. Harriet, this is Roger Anderson, successful factory owner and potential client by the sound of it. Roger and I were at school together.
I must talk to you.
What, business?
And how?
Ah, no, wait a minute. Can't help. Right, Harriet? The rules say I cannot speak to you until you have been vetted, washed behind the ears, in other words, until you've seen a solicitor.
They say that I've killed a man.
Get yourself a solicitor. Fast.
I need help, not the rule book, Jim.
There's nothing to stop 2 old friends discussing a problem.
Come in.
Bill, have you any idea when Sir John is returning from his mystery tour?
One juvenile delinquent, dispatched by the Crown Court.
Thank you, Mr. Kenyon.
Fought like a mongoose, but they convicted him of causing £200 damage to the town hall and then fined him a tenner. His father will pay that with pride.
What do you want, Stuart, sympathy or a medal?
Well, I like to be fair, and I'd expect to be more agile with words than a 15-year-old, but that little bastard nearly made me lose my temper.
Compensation, Mr. Kenyon. Big society divorce came in for you today. The solicitors want all morning for the first conference.
I hear the rattle of money bags.
Well, at least the country's divorce rate's in a healthy condition.
You're beginning to sound like Sir John. Stuart, have you any idea where he is?
Head of Chambers has not taken me into his confidence.
I can tell you.
I thought perhaps you could.
Strict instructions not to give you this letter until 6 o'clock.
Have you been telling us lies, William?
Yes, Mr. Kenyon.
If that letter says what I think it does, Bill had no option.
Hello? Miss Peterson's clerk speaking.
See your solicitor, and then I'll do the work.
Okay, thanks very much. Goodbye, Miss Peterson. I'm glad to have met you.
Armed robbery at Crown Court. Well, it's very short notice.
Yes.
Who's the judge? Oh, not Bebbington. Oh, I know she's not a QC. She's a leading juror.
William?
Well, she's had much
Gallagher's been
experience
made
as
a
most
judge.
leaders.
Well, now, isn't
hang
that
on,
fun? The king is dead, long live the king. Whose coronation will it be? Oh, yes, I suppose Gallagher wants Harriet out of Chambers.
Well, he's leaving it to us.
Mr. Kenyon is the most senior in length of call. Yes, I'm still here.
But you earn the most money.
I want a
believe.
big fee for Miss Peterson.
By a narrowing margin.
Come in, please, Mr. Nesbit.
Thank you.
Sit down, won't you?
Thank you.
Mrs. Garside, although I work for your late husband's firm, I didn't know him personally.
It's so unfair.
But as the firm's solicitor, I've been asked to handle your compensation claim.
You do know that my husband was killed by that motorist?
Yes, that's why I'm here.
What am I going to do? What am I going to live on?
We'll come to that, Mrs. Garside. First, I need a few answers. Your husband's age?
51.
Occupation?
You should know that. Accountant.
State of health?
What's that got to do with it?
You're going to claim substantial damages from the driver. His insurance company won't pay up unless satisfied that death was due to the accident.
But he never recovered consciousness. They told me so at the hospital.
If he was a fit person, life expectancy would be normal. If he had a heart condition or any permanent disability, damages could be less.
Oh, no, nothing like that.
If he suffered from anything like blackouts or dizziness, well, it could be suggested that that was the cause of the accident, in which case, no damages.
Oh, but that's nonsense. He was killed by that truck. The police said so.
I asked to see you, Judge, because you're a bencher of my inn.
And you got to choose a new head of chambers? No difficulty there, surely?
The benchers have to approve the new head.
Seniority's the test. We'll go along with that.
Suppose we don't choose the most senior.
Come to the point, Harriet.
The choice is up to members of chambers. There's no formal election.
What have you got against Stuart Kenyon?
Nothing. Except I want the job.
Think you could do it better?
Yes. And it's a step in the direction I want to go.
Wasting your time.
Why?
Well, you're charming, you've got a good brain, but I don't believe the law's any place for a woman.
I didn't expect to find quite such prejudice.
Why not? You're an intelligent person, observant. You must know that most barristers and certainly most judges think the same as I do about our own profession.
Are you saying you'll turn me down for a tenancy if I'm elected head?
You've got too good a record for that, but if anyone asks my opinion, and they usually do, I shall tell them what I told you.
But you haven't considered it, given it any thought.
No, I've been a judge for 10 years. It's a long time listening to other people's arguments. I've got few illusions left, and no doubts. I pride myself I can get to the nub of a matter quickly. Now, this armed robbery, for instance, that you're defending before me, he's guilty.
The case hasn't even started yet.
I've read the deposition from the Magistrates' court. When you've got the experience, that's enough. 10:30, Harriet. Will you carry on? I know you like to be prompt.
Shall I get a pension?
The company secretary will be writing to you about that.
Won't be enough to live on. They must pay me something. I'm not going back to work at my time of life.
Well, nobody's asking you to, Mrs. Garside.
How much will I get? Compensation?
Well, you'll be claiming a capital sum, which, when invested, will compensate you for the loss of your husband's earnings.
I should think so, indeed.
But we still have to prove that it was the driver's fault.
And how do we do that?
A writ, a civil action, but first there's the police case to be heard. That begins in the Magistrates' court.
Driving like a maniac, he was.
Who was, Mrs. Cosgrove?
Well, him.
And what was he driving? What kind of vehicle?
A truck, a small truck, red.
Will you tell us exactly what you saw?
Well, I told you, he was driving like a maniac.
Mr. Kenyon, could we please get to the point?
In which direction were you walking?
Towards the high street.
And the truck?
Coming towards me.
And did the accident occur before the truck reached you?
No, it passed me.
Then how did you see what happened?
Because I heard his brakes and his skid. I turned round and I saw it.
What did you see?
I saw the man, Mr. Garside, lying in the road, and the truck on the other side with its load coming off.
Then she didn't see it?
I did.
Will you tell the magistrate about the speed of the truck?
Well, what's there to tell? He came down Latimer Road much too fast. They all do. There's a dip in the road. They think it's a switchback. He was coming much too fast. I knew somebody would be killed.
You will confine yourself to answering questions. You will not volunteer opinion.
No questions.
Police Sergeant Edwards, please.
What's he waiting for? Why doesn't he get up there and take her apart?
He knows his job.
It's my life he's playing around with.
You sat there doing nothing.
Bill, is the central heating still all over the floor? Am I wrong?
I'm afraid so, sir.
I'm not paying these prices for what you did today.
have better things to do than waste my time at a magistrate's court hearing.
It was your idea to get all the witnesses there. You wanted to see them in action.
And I did.
So I thought barristers were paid to cross-examine people.
Not unless they're likely to say something to the benefit of the client.
I have been committed to trial for causing death by dangerous driving, and you did not lift a finger.
Today was a formality.
I'm paying you to get me off this charge. You're falling down on the job.
You are paying me to get the best results, which I shall if you'll stop binding and listen. I didn't like the sound of your story when you first told me. I wanted to see the witnesses to confirm that impression. And I must advise you to plead guilty.
Guilty? So that you can earn another fat fee for doing nothing?
You were in a built-up area, a 30-mile-an-hour limit, and an independent witness says you were speeding.
How the hell could she know? She was walking towards me.
The jury will believe her. Your van shot across the road so fast the load came off.
I swerved to avoid the bloody man. The road was muddy.
All the more reason to be driving slowly.
I was not exceeding the speed limit.
And when asked for an explanation, you had to get clever with the copper.
Look. This was my first major contract. I'd finished the work, using up every hour in the day and working my guts out. I was delivering the stuff on time and personally so that nothing, absolutely nothing could go wrong. And then without warning, this Burke steps out in front of me. No chance. 4 months of work. 10 salaries, double time, treble time, smashed to pieces by one crazy jaywalker.
Who happened to get killed?
I don't need reminding.
I think you do. You could go inside.
Jail? This is motoring, not crime.
The maximum for this is 5 years.
5 years for what?
Until the Road Traffic Act of 1962, it used to be called manslaughter. The woman will be believed. The position of your van with its contents all over the road will corroborate speed. Your refusal to give an explanation to the police will indicate guilt, that you needed more time to make up a convincing story.
You were pretty crafty at school, weren't you? Never lifted a finger unless you absolutely had to, and you're bloody well getting away with it again.
I am getting rather bored with you. A man is dead. It was your truck that hit him, and all you can do is whine about your bloody overtime.
Excuse me, gentlemen, there
All right.
are other people in chambers trying to work.
I'm sorry, Bill. I'm sorry. Come on, Roger. Let's get another drink.
You're the clerk in these chambers, right?
Yes, sir.
Well, I want another barrister assigned to this case.
You must see your solicitor about that.
Jim, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to lose
No,
my...
that's all right. It's all right.
It's just that this is too important to me. Whatever you say, I know I am innocent. And I'm still naive enough to believe that in this country an innocent man doesn't get convicted, providing he is represented by somebody who actually believes his innocence.
What I believe doesn't matter. In fact, you're probably better off with my cynicism than with some starry-eyed crusader.
Starry-eyed crusader. Maybe that's exactly what I do need.
Well, there aren't too many in this profession.
Miss Peterson. Now, what about her?
Well, we really can't discuss that with you, sir.
No. Wait a minute, Bill. Mr. Anderson might be right. I may not be the best person to defend his case. Harriet Peterson, on the other hand, would probably be perfect.
Miss Peterson's very busy.
How much?
Well, I'd have to ask you 500.
That's a QC's fee.
Well, she's as good as most leaders and very much in demand.
I don't know if Mr. Anderson can run to that.
Miss Peterson's had to take on a lot of extra work with our head of chambers, now our High Court judge, and your case is not easy.
I'll be in touch.
William?
Oh, thanks.
Oh, can I borrow your Rosie for a minute?
Yes, of course, Mr.
Rosie Nipper, and give me the usual, would you?
With mustard on it.
What else? I love you. It doesn't do, you know, Bill. All this, acting for old schoolmates, they always remember you with dirty knees and a runny nose.
Why were you so anxious for Miss Peterson to do it?
I told you, it's her kind of case.
Codswallop, Mr. Elliot.
William! That is no way for a clerk to speak to his governor.
Well, I believe you're up to something, Mr. Elliot. You've got out of a difficult defence, and you're hoping that Miss Peterson will fall flat on her face.
Unworthy thoughts, William. But to change the subject, I have been meaning to have words with you.
Oh, yes?
Your job is to maximise income for chambers.
One of my jobs.
Therefore, you are well aware that I have the most influential clients, solicitors.
Some.
And that I'm the top earner.
The work is mainly personal to you, Mr. Elliot. Nothing much rubs off on the others.
But consider, William, I don't think the members will accept A woman as head of chambers.
Why not?
It's a male profession, all that masculine pride and prejudice.
Well, one of the most successful sets has a woman head.
Yes. But I don't think they'll go for Harriet. And if they don't, that means Stuart Kenyon.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we'd be better off with me. And so, for all the foregoing sordid and commercial reasons, I shall expect your unstinted support.
Why, Mr. Anderson? Why no explanation to the police?
Well, James says that most people get convicted because of what they say to the fuzz.
That's true of guilty men.
And I was angry.
Do you consider that a normal reaction?
Well, what would be a normal reaction to killing somebody? Remorse? I suppose so. Except, you see, I didn't realize I'd killed him then. I mean, put yourself in my position. I was within minutes of delivering an order that would really establish us, the culmination of years of work, sweat, risk. And with one step, that man destroyed it. I couldn't feel sorry for someone who did that.
Why didn't you say so to the police?
I don't know. I was so angry. All that stuff about whatever you say will be used in evidence against you. What's that? If it's not an invitation to condemn yourself.
Mr. Anderson, I agree with Mr. Elliot. The facts are against you. You run a severe risk of being found guilty.
And what golden rule have I broken this time?
You mentioned you intended running for head of chambers.
Yes.
And I'm here to tell you that you can't.
William, I must remind you yet again, you are the clerk here. We all run to this court and that and take that case and not that because you are the office manager, but that gives you no right to dictate policy.
The reputation of these chambers was built on Sir John Gallagher, one of the most respected lawyers.
The king is dead.
And I know what solicitors go where with which cases and for what reason. They want maturity, soundness of judgment, reliability and thoroughness.
I give them all those things.
Sometimes.
I also tell people the whole truth.
Too often.
William, members decide who is to be head of chambers, and you do not have a vote.
Being head is more a question of judgment than of brilliance. You've got to hold a team together. You've got to attract the right kind of youngsters to join the set. You are short on judgment, Mr. Elliot, as your handling to Mr. Anderson showed.
You think so?
You asked for my support. I shall be against you. That's all.
Thank God for that. I thought for one terrible moment you were going to be on my side.
If you fight, all the gory details come out.
If you plead guilty, there's a short recital of the facts, you get a lighter sentence.
If you fight and lose, your previous convictions will count even more heavily against you.
Well, it's only a breathalyzer and a speeding.
At over 100 miles an hour.
There is a serious risk of prison. If you plead guilty, at least that won't happen.
Listen. 2 of those machines were undamaged. I took them round to the customer, told him the whole story. He is prepared to give me a second chance. With the insurance covering what I lost, I could make out, just. But a big fine on top of legal expenses and, worst of all, losing my license. Well, that would finish me.
Consequences don't alter facts, Mr. Anderson.
I can't seem to get through to you people that I did not do this thing. Doesn't the word innocence mean anything to you?
I don't suppose it does. Sometimes it even gets in the way. What matters is what the jury will believe. And that involves knowledge, experience, persuasion, and cool calculation.
You don't care either.
I didn't say that.
You're no better than James.
James's only mistake was being too determined to play it his way. You're entitled to your day in court, Mr. Anderson. If you want to take the risk, I will give it my best for you.
But do you believe me?
For what it's worth, I think you're telling the truth.
I just want to say, Bill, that as senior man, it's my responsibility to see that this election is conducted properly.
Oh, I assure you,
Now, that's
Mr.
not
Kenyon.
criticism. It's just intention. I have a personal stake, which makes it impossible for me to be impartial, so I'm relying on you to let me know if things are not being done fairly.
Oh, there's no problem so far. I've just seen Mr. Elliot off as a candidate.
Quite right. His time will come.
My guess is he'll go over to your team.
Well, with his energy, not to say earning power, and my, well, I think we might make a pretty formidable set.
And the race isn't over yet.
Now, you're my clerk as well as Harriet's, you know.
Merely stating a fact, sir.
Becoming a judge is easier if you've been head of chambers, wouldn't you say?
Mm-hmm.
And being a judge is what sets the seal on a career at the bar.
Oh, I agree with you, sir.
Harriet will be upset, of course, but it'll leave her free for more important things.
What about the inquiry agent?
I put him onto Garside's home life, as you suggested, without any result.
Pubs, clubs?
The only thing is a story, a rumour, he called it, that Garside had had a couple of blackouts on holiday.
Did you try and check that out?
Even nosed round Garside's office. No joy.
Hospitals?
Everyone in a 5-mile radius.
Wait a minute, where did he spend his holidays?
I thought he wanted the costs kept down.
Well, it's worth a try, surely.
What about Mr. Garside's doctor?
He made the oath of secrecy.
The wife, she must know all about it.
If she has her eye on the compensation, she's not going to talk.
Surely they've got no right to come pestering me.
There's no law against it. What did you say to this inquiry agent?
Nothing.
You mean nothing of importance. I must know exactly what was said.
I've already told you nothing.
Anderson's pleading not guilty. If he gets off, you're in real trouble over compensation.
But that's not right. That's not fair.
I'll say it again, Mrs. Garside. Before you can get compensation, you first got to prove that it was the driver's fault. Now, if he's found not guilty by a jury, then you've got problems.
Yes, but you said these cases were usually settled.
Right. I'll make out a claim on your behalf, but Anderson's lawyer won't talk settlement until after the police case has been heard.
So it all depends
Anderson's lawyer is one of the best, Harriet Peterson.
Oh, a woman?
Well, she's clever. She'll do her best to get him off. Now, what did you say to that man?
Come in.
I'm just leaving. Will you lock up?
Yes.
Don't stay too long.
No. Bill, why did you lumber me with this Anderson case?
Well, 500 very good reasons. And I thought there might be a gap in the diary. Worried about it?
No, just wondered. And I'm rather looking forward to proving James Elliot a pessimist. Was there something else, Bill?
I've heard a rumour today that you're thinking of leaving. Well, there's only one other set of chambers in the Temple can give us a good run, and you know which one I mean.
Yes.
Their head was made a judge the same time as Sir John. Now, word is that you're going to head up their chambers.
That was supposed to be confidential. Sit down, Bill. Who told you their clerk?
Mm-hmm.
I have been approached. I'm told the decision was unanimous.
Quite a compliment.
I said no.
But you don't know the result of our election yet. At least you might have waited.
These are my chambers, Bill.
Good night, Miss Peterson. Oh, by the way, I've just heard that the judge on the Anderson case tomorrow is Bebbington.
That's all I needed. Good night.
Thank you, Mrs. Cosgrove. I'm sure that's all.
I don't think I've left anything out.
Indeed, madam. Please stay where you are, Mrs. Cosgrove. My learned friend, Miss Peterson, will want to ask you a few questions.
You gave your evidence very well, Mrs. Cosgrove.
Thank you.
You were clear and certain. I wish more witnesses were like you. But many weeks have passed since the accident. Time dims the memory, and sometimes our eyes can deceive us. Would you say you were an observant person?
Oh, nothing much gets past me.
I'm sure it doesn't. Tell me, did you, for instance, notice how many clocks you passed on your way upstairs to this courtroom?
Yes, I think I know.
How many?
That was a trick question, wasn't it? There aren't any.
Yes, there are 3. One on the ground floor as you enter, one on the first landing, and one above the doorway to this courtroom.
Well, I wasn't interested in the time. Why should I be? The town hall clock's just outside.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Cosgrove, that's an old trick. But I wanted to demonstrate to you how easy it is to be mistaken about the things we see or don't see. Do you drive a car?
No. But I know that road like the back of my garden. They all speed down that dip.
Do you think you could tell the difference between a car doing 30 miles an hour and one doing 50?
Well, I'm not a driver, but I know when a car's speeding.
How fast would you say Mr. Anderson was going?
The witness said in chief she could not estimate the speed.
I'm obliged, my lord. That is the point I was about to make. You were walking towards Mr. Anderson. Have you taken into account that a car coming towards you always seems to be going much faster than one travelling in the same direction?
Well, that's only common sense.
Mrs. Cosgrove, have you ever seen any cars driving slowly along Latimer Road?
Some.
Mr. Anderson was carrying a valuable load of machinery in his truck. Do you think it likely he would have been speeding?
That's comment for the jury, Miss Peterson, not the witness.
As your lordship pleases. Mrs. Cosgrove, Mr. Anderson will tell my lord and the jury that he was driving well within the legal speed limit, and that Mr. Garside stepped off the pavement without any warning straight into the path of his truck. He had no chance to stop. What do you say to that?
What do you expect me to say? I didn't see him step off, but... Well, that truck flashed past me. No one crossing the road would have stood an earthly chance.
Mrs. Cosgrove, I must put it to you that you have an exaggerated idea of speed. You're so used to seeing cars speeding along Latimer Road, you take it for granted that they all do it.
No, it's not true.
They are so commonplace that you don't properly register them. Rather like the clocks outside.
Oh, well, you caught me on the clocks, I'll give you that, but I didn't have anything to draw my attention to the clocks. But, well, in this case, there was a crash. It all happened at once.
Is that judge allowed to get away with that?
Oh, we struck unlucky there. He's known as Mr. Justice Gestapo.
All the nodding and the questions he puts, there's no doubt what he's thinking.
I know him of old. He never puts a legal foot wrong, and he always gets his own way. Fortunately, there are very few like him.
Are you trying to tell me I've had it?
I shall have to call Mrs. Garside.
Well, isn't that a good idea?
Calling the widow can antagonize the jury, but she's our only hope.
And the judge will make the most of that.
What worries me is what he might do on sentence. There's still time to change your plea, Mr. Anderson.
No.
When you asked Mr. Anderson for an explanation, what did he say?
I know all about verbals. Whatever I say, it'll come out as the tightest confession this side of Lubyanka.
Lubyanka?
A Russian jail in Moscow, my lord.
In other words, a snide remark about the police.
Yes, my lord.
Didn't Mr. Anderson say that he knew about verbals because he had a friend who was a barrister?
Yes, Miss Peterson.
You've heard about the importance of the goods Mr. Anderson was carrying.
Yes, miss.
Is it true that he was very upset?
I'd say angry.
Because a jaywalker had just ruined his business.
What do you expect the officer to say to that?
That Mr. Anderson's behavior was consistent with that fact.
All right, for what it's worth.
Sergeant?
He was angry, miss. That's all I can say.
Well, hello, Stanley. How's things? No, the race goes on, entering the last straight. Well, Kenyon's out in front, no doubt. Not much of a lead. Could be a close thing. Well, a lot of them say they don't want a woman. And then some of them say that a vote for Kenyon is really a vote for Elliot.
And so you're asking the jury to believe that Mr. Garside stepped off the pavement without any warning, straight into the path of your truck.
Well, that's what happened. It's every motorist's nightmare.
Is that really the best explanation you could find?
Explanation is the truth.
The truth is that you weren't paying attention.
No.
No, it happens to all of us at some time. A momentary lapse of concentration, the foot a little too hard on the accelerator.
No, I tell you.
Mr. Anderson, I've given you every opportunity of providing a reasonable explanation for the prosecution's case against you. But now I must suggest that you fully realize what had happened. That you had taken a human life. You also realized the possible effect of being found responsible, and the whole of your evidence has been a tissue of lies to avoid those consequences.
You have no right to accuse me of that.
He has every right and every justification, Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson, you've just been through a most testing cross-examination. Is it still your evidence that there was nothing you or any other motorist could have done to avoid this accident?
Yes.
Thank you.
What do you think?
If we leave it there, he's a dead duck.
He sounded honest to me.
I know juries, and I know which way the judge is going to sum this one up.
Miss Peterson?
My last witness, my lord, is Mrs. Garside.
The widow of the victim?
Yes, my lord.
No, Dr. Moody. Miss Peterson's still in court. They could sit late. But she said she'll be back afterwards. Any message? All right.
An inquiry agent visited you and asked you some questions.
I answered them, though I didn't see why I should.
Did you have something to hide?
No.
Then why did you object?
I don't see what the state of my husband's health has to do with anyone but me.
Nor do I.
My lord, my client says that Mrs. Garside's husband was killed because he suddenly, unaccountably, stepped off the curb into the path of my client's truck.
Your client was driving too fast.
How do you know that?
My husband was a careful man. He wouldn't dart into the road.
Precisely. That is why we thought we must explore the possibility that your husband may have been ill. That he might have had a fainting fit, perhaps?
No. He was a healthy man. The coroner said so. If there had been anything wrong, the autopsy would have shown it.
The pathologist's evidence is that the accident was the cause of death, Miss Peterson.
Indeed, my lord, but inquiries have revealed that Mr. Garside had suffered 2 fainting fits, blackouts. Is that true?
Ah, just a moment. Before you answer that question, Mrs. Garside, Miss Peterson, are you calling evidence to that effect?
No, my lord.
Miss Peterson, this is your witness. She has already stated her husband was fit. I cannot allow you to go on a fishing expedition hoping something useful may come out.
May the witness be instructed to answer that one question, my lord?
No.
Did you notice any discrepancy between her written statement and what she just said?
I think she's lying, but I don't see how you're going to prove it.
No questions, my lord.
The jury registered that very quick no of hers.
I hope you're right.
You still at it, William? Oh, by the way, the Elliot personal opinion poll says that Kenyon has it by 9 votes to 6.
Well, you can be very persuasive, Mr. Elliot. People sometimes agree with you just to avoid an argument.
You're speaking from personal experience?
Yes, sir.
That's reasonable. Good night, William.
Good night, Mr. Elliot.
Forget policemen, lawyers, doctors, forget the experts. You are now the experts. You are the judges of the facts. Was this a piece of criminal driving? Or was it, as Mr. Anderson has said, every driver's nightmare? Those of you who drive know that if somebody steps off a curb at the wrong moment, there is no chance. And if there is no witness, no one who actually saw it happen, how the facts will apparently condemn you. You have seen and heard Roger Anderson. What did you think of him? Is he a coward trying to escape the consequences? Is he a liar, a cheat, a perjurer? If you find him guilty, that means he is all these things. Or is he an honest man doing his honest best to tell the truth? Finally, members of the jury, you must consider the evidence of Mrs. Cosgrove, which, if believable, is highly damaging to my client. You have seen and heard Mrs. Cosgrove. What did you think of her? I would ask you one question. If you had to make an important decision in your lives, would you make that decision based upon Mrs. Cosgrove's judgment? I'm not calling her a liar. She may believe she is right. She may believe every word she has said. But she may be wrong, just as she was wrong about the clocks. And remember, she did not see the moment of impact. Think carefully, members of the jury. Take your time. Have you doubt? If you have, and I suggest there is grave doubt, it will be your pleasure to find my client not guilty.
It is 4:30. We normally break before this.
Don't worry, this won't take very long. Members of the jury, so far you've heard the prosecutor present the facts impartially and with commendable disinterest. You've heard Miss Peterson use every histrionic device to challenge that evidence. You may think her performance worthy of admiration. Now it is my turn to direct you on the law and to give you a final review of the case for and against the prisoner. If in so doing I should by accident express my own personal opinion as to the prisoner's guilt, or otherwise, you must, of course, ignore it.
Members of the jury, are you agreed on your verdict?
No, my lord.
It is now 10:15. Is there any prospect of you reaching a verdict in the near future?
I would like to ask a question. We've written it down.
you. Will you please tell us again what is a reasonable doubt? I don't think there can be any harm in my defining that again for the jury.
No, my lord.
No, my lord.
Mr. Foreman, if I give you this direction now, do you think you can reach a verdict quickly?
Well, we're very tired, my lord. I don't know. We've had several votes.
You mustn't tell me what has occurred in the jury room. Miss Peterson, Mr. Kenyon, once the case has been handed to the jury for a verdict, they must, of course, remain together. I can't send them home to bed. But is there any accommodation available? Oh, facilities are available. Then I suggest we all get a good night's rest and return refreshed to our labours at, say, 9 o'clock and answer your question in the morning.
All stand.
Is my client's bail renewed, my lord?
No, Miss Peterson, the jury is very close to a verdict. I think the prisoner must remain in custody.
My lord!
That is my decision.
Wait a minute, I want a word with my barrister. Custody?
Overnight, yes.
That's as good as telling the jury to convict me.
Mr. Anderson, there's nothing I can do. The judge is within his rights, and at this hour of the night, there's no one to appeal to.
You'll appeal for summing up.
Bebbington's very clever. He does it all by innuendo, with a look and inflection. But when you see the written transcript, it'll read like the Sermon on the Mount.
No matter what the judge said, Miss Peterson's gamble of calling Mrs. Garside paid off.
So far.
It raised the possibility of a doubt.
And where there's doubt, there's hope.
My name's Nesbit. I have here a writ against your client, Roger Norman Anderson, for causing the death of Frank Henry Garside. Will you accept service of the writ?
In office hours, at my office address.
I'll settle for £50,000.
Who's that?
Me.
Ian. You nearly gave me a heart attack.
A sharp dose of adrenaline is very good for the system. Why so late?
Causing death didn't adjourn until nearly 10:30, and I've a load of paperwork to catch up on. And why so late do you do?
I need advice.
You drove all the way from Derbyshire at this time of night for advice?
We had a partnership meeting this afternoon.
Stormy?
Gale force. It lasted for hours. At the end of it, they gave me this.
We, the undersigned, hereby give you notice that unless you are prepared to agree to our demands, we shall have no alternative but to consult our solicitors. Where's your partnership deed? Have you got it with you?
No, I don't even know where it is. It's probably with my accountants.
What exactly are they complaining about?
That a busy general practitioner should be able to make domestic arrangements that do not include him sleeping in the metropolis when his practice is in Derbyshire.
Charming.
I'm the senior partner. It was agreed what hours I should work, and I've kept to them.
Then what's the problem?
Business is on the up and up. Sickness is booming in our town.
Taking another partner.
If we could find one, we'd all have to take a drop in income. Well, that's okay by me, but they say they don't want another doctor, just a senior partner to buckle down.
What do you want to do?
It's mine. I built it up. I put the four of us together. I bought the building with my own cash. There's 20 years of my life in that practice.
Ian, how many of your patients have you nursed through their divorces?
What's that got to do with it?
You've seen what a drag-down, tear-apart divorce can do to a man or woman?
We're partners, not bedfellows.
Well, there are similarities. You may think that a long, drawn-out battle over children in the home is the worst, but nothing beats a good partnership war. There are all the male bastions to be defended. I've seen it. It can diminish a man. I wouldn't want that to happen to you. Hello?
Harriet?
Who's that?
Bonchance.
What?
Just had this irresistible urge to wish you good luck for tomorrow.
Thank you, James. Hello?
What does he want?
Wish me luck. We're choosing the new head of chambers tomorrow.
Oh, my God, I'd forgotten. I was so wrapped up in my own problems.
Yes, I know.
Can I do anything? You want to talk?
Well, it's Stuart, Kenyon, or me. Kenyon plus Elliot. Stuart's a delightful man, charming, amenable. I thought the only problem was how to save his face. But he's fighting like a tiger. He really wants it.
Can he handle it?
Well, he's good. He put up a terrific show in court today. And the crazy thing is, I could work with him as head of chambers.
What are you doing about it?
Nothing beats the record. There's more work in chambers from solicitors I've introduced than from any other two put together. They've all got the figures. But the benchers want Kenyon. And this case I'm on at the moment isn't really a winner. James quite rightly turned it down. I fell for it, and everyone's watching.
Have you eaten?
That means you haven't.
I know a little place where they do a marvellous kedgeree.
Kedgeree?
Light as a souffle. You'll love it.
I've noticed something about you.
What's that?
Whenever you have a problem, you reach for your knife and fork.
Members of the jury, are you agreed on your verdict?
We are.
Do you find the prisoner at the bar, Roger Norman Anderson, guilty or not guilty?
Not guilty.
And that is the verdict of you all?
It is, my lord.
It's my duty to thank you for your services. Yes, Miss Peterson.
I asked for costs against the prosecution.
On what ground?
On the grounds that my client is innocent. He was acquitted.
Was found not guilty. Just, that's not the same thing.
The Lord Chief Justice has said that costs should follow the event.
I have complete discretion on costs.
That you must have very sound reasons for refusing them.
Mr. Anderson brought the prosecution on himself by failing to give an explanation to the police at the time.
You cannot penalize my client for exercising his right to silence.
I'm not penalizing anyone. You asked me to order your client's legal expenses to be paid out of public funds. An innocent motorist would have given his version of the facts at the scene of the accident.
My client's explanation for not doing so is both credible and reasonable.
You forget, Miss Peterson, I've had the dubious advantage of seeing the defendant in the witness box, and I think he's a very fortunate young man. No order for costs.
All stand.
Congratulations, Harriet. Well done.
Thank you, Stuart.
See you later.
Yes, I'll try and make it.
Well done, Harriet. I knew it was a case only a woman could win.
Thank you, James.
Splendid, Roger.
Can he do that?
You can appeal.
With your fee, my solicitors, James's, the inquiry agent, I've spent £1,500 already. No thanks.
I think a vote of thanks to Miss Peterson would not come amiss from you, Mr. Anderson.
I'm sorry. What can I say? You were great. James could never have done that.
You had a difficult case and an impossible judge, but you were given the benefit of the doubt.
Yes, but not the benefit of being innocent. You saved me a big fine, my driving license, and my job, and I'm grateful. I am very grateful. But I don't like your justice. And with what it's costing me, I don't like the price of innocence.
Is there nothing you can do about judges like that?
Well, if he carries on like this, the Lord Chief might have a quiet word.
What effect does this have on Mrs. Garside's claim for compensation?
The jury had a big doubt about Anderson's innocence. If the case is tried again in a civil court, he could be in serious trouble.
So you'd advise settlement?
I shall advise the insurance company that £30,000 is a reasonable compromise.
If her husband really did have a blackout, she's entitled to nothing.
Harriet, I'm just waiting for my car. Can I give you a lift?
Why not? When did you decide he was guilty? When you read the depositions?
How often do you see doubt? Not just a technicality, real doubt. One case in 1,000.
What would you have given him if he'd been found guilty?
9 months.
And if he'd pleaded guilty at the outset?
£250 fine.
His legal costs alone are $1,500.
And a 3-year disqualification.
I believe that man was innocent.
If you're still practicing that sort of idealism, you'll never be head of any set of chambers.
Well, for the moment, we seem to have reached a kind of stalemate, and as senior member of these chambers, and therefore presiding officer of this function, I propose a theft of Gallagher's dry sherry. Simon, will you do the necessary?
Gentlemen, let's have a bit of order, please, gentlemen, with the presiding officer's permission, yes? I would suggest that we all get on with it. Now, look, we all know it's between Stuart and Harriet. Now, as a confirmed male chauvinist, I have never denied it. I am all in favour of not rocking the reactionary boat, which means a fella in charge. Now, I put it to you that Stuart is a fella. Not only that, he has a very nice line in experience, probity, and natty gents suiting. So what more could you ask? So come on, let's have a vote.
You're trumpeting, James.
Yes.
Let's get Bill in.
Well, there's no point.
It is customary to canvass the clerk's views.
Yes, I know, but it is between you two. Bill will go either way, and his opinion, he has no vote, is irrelevant.
If we want to keep our clerk,
He's the best clerk in the temple.
I just thought someone should ask the question.
Bill, will you come in, please?
Yes, I am, yes.
Not like you to work overtime.
Lots to catch up on, Mr. Colletti.
Oh, yes.
He wants Kenyon to get it.
Bill, we seem to be having difficulty in reaching a decision. Will you give us your views, and we'd like you to be frank.
Miss Peterson, gentlemen, I'm a bit of an outsider in this situation. In a sense, I'm the starter of the race, and I know a bit about form, if you'll excuse the example. And I know who ought to win this race. This set was built on the reputation of Sir John Gallagher, QC. And he was a strong personality, character even. My colleagues among clerks know that a good man's first choice of chambers was always these. If he couldn't get in here, he'd look elsewhere, but not until he tried us first. Now that means that whoever takes Sir John's place has got to have something more than experience and respect going for him. The senior member is Mr. Kenyon, and he is the automatic first choice. He's got experience. He is respected and liked in these chambers. He would be fair and approachable. Solicitors would approve. Now, as to Miss Peterson, a woman, I'm quite sure, would stop us getting work in certain quarters. But on the other hand, she is, in my opinion, a better lawyer even than Sir John. Her judgment's okay. She's beaten the best in the business. She's not yet a QC, but I hope that she'll apply again for that this year. And so, I would give it to Miss Peterson by a shorthand.
Well, we're grateful to you, Bill. Thank you.
Well, congratulations, Harriet. May I kiss hands?
We're supposed to take a vote.
There's no point.
If you'll excuse me, I'll go and collect my winnings.
I thought you were on my side.
Oh, I was. All the way. But I had to have a saver. And I've always been rather lucky with fillies.
Well, my dear, I shall be looking for new pastures. You're obviously going to be here for a long time.
There is another set looking for a new head.
Yes, I know. I've already had an unofficial approach. Come on, William. Congratulate your new head.
I think it's the best thing that's ever happened to these chambers.
Thank you, Bill.
I'll just tidy up the drinks.
Congratulations.
Hello, Dr. Moody.
Hello, Bill.
Ian, what are you doing here?
Well, you didn't think I'd stay away at a time like this, did you?
No wonder your partners are up in arms 2 nights in a row.
Well, I had to be here to congratulate you.
Supposing I'd lost.
Then I'd have been here to commiserate. It's wonderful news, Harriet. I'm so pleased. Calls for a celebration. Will join us, Bill.
Oh, thank you, Doctor.
Let's go out tonight, Harriet, and have a business dinner.
Business?
Your first conference as head of chambers. I buy you the best meal in town, and you read my partnership deed.
There's nothing in the diary for tonight.